This is about how I implement filter and search functionality. First of all, I explain filter functionality. On page load, all these filters are checked so that all data are displaying here. On uncheck of that new filter, the data of new status are gone. How I implement in code. This is a checkbox for filter new. I have given here ID check one. On click of here, I accessing that element by ID, and on click of that ID and click of that element, I call here a show hide function and pass here the ID of that element and label of that element, or we can say status of that product or order. Show hide function here comes here and from show hide here I access that row, every row. In every row I check here, uh, in X there is a ID of that button. If that checkbox is check equal to false, means uncheck, and the here I accessing the status of that order from this class order ID. And what will be the here HTML of that HTML as a status I access here and compare it with the new string new, that is comes here through Y. If if that checkbox is false means uncheck and the status is equal to new, then hide because this checkbox is unchecked. Then this row, this ID, this is a column ID. Parent means row, that is this tr will hide. And if this condition is not satisfying, I will come here and it will come here. And if it is a checked equal to true means checked, and this value is equal to y, it it will show the parent means row of that column. Likewise for all the checkboxes. Then come to the search functionality. First, first of all, I show you functionality. When I try to search a single letter, or we can say less than two letter, the pop-up is comes which says please enter at least two character. If I search two or more than two letters, the data related with that search comes here. On click of reset, all data come back. How I implement the search functionality? Here the search the HTML for search button, search form. Here is the input field, here is the button, and these are the class names. By that I accessing that element in JS file. User button. On click of user button, I access the value of user button here. Then I access the value which is passed to lowercase of input field in search value. If search value dot length equal to 0, it will show all the row. And if the value is greater than 1 means 2 or more than 2, search value is more than 2, then I compare it with the all rows. In all rows there is a column, and here is the here I accessing the column which has ID.